Doom, doom, dun, 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 dun. Hey, what's going on? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is your boy Cowboy Cam here live with you guys this morning. Um, I missed out on the podcast last night. I know you guys miss me. I know you miss this gorgeous smile, but I appreciate it if you tuned in last night to Flex Mike and the boys talking about the NFL and what's going on and their predictions for next week. I want to dive straight in. I won't be answering a lot of questions and comments and things like that. I just want to dive straight into. We all know Dak. The injury report is out, and Dak's on the injury report for the first time in his career, which somewhat means something considering Dak's never hurt. Dak's always played through injury. Dak's never really been on the injury report. And so to see his name pop up, it causes for, some concern. And it's we don't know. Zeke gave a slight hint that it may be a AC joint sprain. He has some pain in the AC joint, things of that nature. It also could be his rotator cuff. The difference is if it's an AC joint sprain, it'll hurt worse in the heat of the moment during the game, and then it'll get better throughout the week. The rotator cuff is a whole different story. It won't hurt as bad, when it happens, but later on down the week, it's aching, it's killing you, and things of that nature is bothering you. And so that could be hurt. It could limit Dak's play. Or Jerry Jones is setting us up for a hell of a story. A hell of a narrative story around Dak. He's gonna play through injury. He's got this, that, and he's gonna come out flat out and just ball against the Eagles. But I'm hoping that he actually is hurt because I believe we should be leaning on Zeke the whole way. We should put the Eagles out of their misery, run the ball down their throat. It should be the Zeke and Tony Pollard show. We shouldn't have to ask Dak to save us this week. It should be no cause for that. If it comes down to it, we know Dak. We know what Dak can do in the crunch time and things like that. But I expect Zeke and Tony Pollard to just flat out run wild on the Philadelphia Eagles and not. And our defense shouldn't make this a contest. They got two guys you should be on the lookout for, and it's their tight ends. We run a whole lot of cover 3, though, early in downs. So if we don't adjust to that, look for Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert to have a big day. Out routes is where you attack cover 3. Out routes, option routes, things of that nature. Considering I am a tight end, I know what to look for, man. As soon as you come out of that break on that out route, it's a beautiful sight because it's a lot of grass. But even then, our Cowboys defense should be ready. Chris Richard should have these guys ready to go. Our defensive line should be ready and willing to get after Carson Wentz. DeMarcus Lawrence has to step up, though. Lane Johnson, I don't think he'll be playing this week. So, DeMarcus Lawrence, you got paid all this money. I'm going to need you to step up, big boy. You got 5 sacks. Quinn has like 9 sacks. Catch up. Let me see what's going on, Dominic? Thank you for tuning in. Chris Anderson, I got you, big Chris. Isn't that what Dak said? We're writing the story, man. Dallas Cowboy for life. Hey, DC 4L for life, man. No, we are writing a story, and this will be one hell of a story if the Cowboys can somewhat pull this off. The analyst in me didn't have the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. I had the Saints going to the Super Bowl. But also, don't forget, I am a Cowboy fan, damn it, and I will always give you guys analysis on how the Cowboys can make the Super Bowl and how the Cowboys, if the Cowboys will make the Super Bowl. And if they can take care of business this week, all you got to do is win. Win and you're in. Win and you are in. That's all they got to do. And you don't want to see the Cowboys in the playoffs, though. No team wants to see the Cowboys in the playoffs. You don't, because you never want to see a team that's struggling all of a sudden get hot. Get hot, hit the stride at the right moment. Boom, you're flying through the playoffs and nobody can touch you. And so I wanted to keep this video short and sweet to the point. Oh, also, Pro Bowl. Dak got snubbed. But also my biggest snub is Lyle Collins. Lyle Collins has played great this season. He's played better than Tyron Smith this season. And it's all based off of reputation. The fact that Drew Brees made the Pro Bowl shows you it's all based off of reputation. Drew Brees missed 5 games and his team went 5-0 without him. So just take that into account. Yeah, Dak got snubbed. I think Dak should have been over Aaron Rodgers, of course. Aaron Rodgers, hell. And it's so funny because people are like, oh, well, the reason he didn't get in is because the Cowboys are 7-7. Well, the Packers were 6-9-1 just last season, and Aaron Rodgers got in again, and he led the league in throwaways. So take it with a grain of salt. It's a popularity contest. I don't think Tyron Smith should have made it. I think Lyle Collins should have got in, plain and simple. So that it is what it is. And people are going to try to rub that in our face, Cowboy Nation. Ignore them. It's a popularity contest. That's all it is. But to go ahead and end this video, we shouldn't need for Dak to save us this week. Zeke, we need our $90 million man to run wild. Plain and simple. If the $90 million man can run wild, and our 4th round draft pick and Tony Pollard can run wild, and this highly paid offensive line can block these boys up, this should be an easy week for Dak. It allows Dak to get healthier towards the playoffs, because even then, all Dak has to do is play the first half. If we win, all Dak has to do is play the first half of next week, and then we get to sit Dak, and Dak gets to rest even more. So it's up to these guys to come out and take care of business, man, plain and simple. Defense has to show up. There's no reason. I don't think, Carson Wentz should look spectacular against us, considering he has, these backup receivers in. But let's not sleep on his tight ends, damn it. I hate that people make it seem like Carson Wentz doesn't have any weapons. Carson Wentz has a hell of a tight end core, all right? A hell of a tight end core. Who play hard, they get open, them boys can ball. And so it's going to be up to our defense to scheme around those guys and, let's make Arcega-Whiteside and Greg Ward have to beat us. All right, plain and simple. Chidobe Awuzie and Byron Jones, man, they should be able to handle these boys with ease. This shouldn't be a problem for these guys. But that's been all my time. I may do a video tomorrow. Who knows? I'm moving, so I'm trying to knock out all the videos I can get knocked out. So make sure you guys tune in for Sunday, America's Game of the Week, division on the line. Cowboy Nation, stand up, be proud. Cowboy Nation, it's your boy Cowboy Cam. I am out.